obviously got Matt Velasquez, Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. Obviously, you got a couple days to prepare. How do you feel like your guys have come together heading into this game?
Come together well. Had a couple of good days of prep, or a few good days, I should say. You know, a little bit on the floor. Liked what I saw. Important. You know, a lot of mental prep work as well. You know, trying to get ready in terms of knowing tendencies and schemes and things like that. So, good few days. All right, great.
Obviously, the big key, one of the big keys for you guys is having everyone healthy. You've had one game of that all season. Now that you've had a couple days to see the guys in practice, how do you approach lineups and rotations and things like that today with everybody available?
Well, that was the big thing, is having a few days of practice to be able to see it now. We've had some work, but the ability to, and as you said, one game, but the ability to get out on the floor and see us get up and down a little bit with those guys was very, very important for us. The biggest thing for us, and we know we have our rotations in terms of what we would like to do, but we also know that those will be adjusted based on what takes place in the game. You know, the first thing that comes to mind is if somebody gets into foul trouble, then you have to be ready to adjust as need be. But I also know that there are guys that can come into any series at any point and have a big impact, that people are not thinking about those guys at this time.
Joe, Kane Pittman, pick and roll. Just the first quarters, we know it's been a bit of an issue since the All-Star break, getting off to a slow start. Given you've spoken about it so much, how do you go about trying to ensure that's not an issue and letting the Celtics get off to a good start with the crowd game one of the series? Sure.
The one thing that we've had, and I know the first quarters tend to be the topic, but we've had the starts of game, the immediate starts, there have been lulls for us at different points. We've had you know, some third quarter instances where it hasn't been good. We've actually had some good starts to games, but then the end of the first quarter doesn't go well after we sub. I think the biggest thing is maintaining our focus all the way through for 48 minutes. When you come into the game, whomever you are, understanding what we need out there because you've had the opportunity to see it as the game has taken place. And then the biggest thing is everybody being in tune with what we are trying to get done in terms of our game plan against, you know, in this case, Boston. So, start of the game, understand and expect, you know, you got to get your rhythm, got to get a feel for it, but ultimately it is a 48-minute game, and we have to be prepared to play for 48.
Joe, quick question about your impressions of Terry Rozier. I mean, he has talked about, you know, this is his opportunity to kind of show he can be a facilitator. What have you seen on film and in person that impresses you about Terry?
The one thing is how aggressive he has been. I think he feels confident, has played confident. He's one of 6 guys currently that, you know, in terms of that'll play right now that are in double figures. So he's aggressive in that regard, but he's capable of finding people defensively. He's another guy that will get after it in terms of, you know, on-ball pressure, you know, off-ball trying to get steals, things like that. But he's done a nice job here for them.
Coach. Abby Chin, NBC Sports Boston. I'm just curious what your emotions are heading into your first playoff series as a head coach.
I'm excited. This is a fun time of year. You know, people talk about, you know, going into games and, you know, being ready. It's fun. This is great. The environment will be great. You know, you go into any arena for the playoffs, and, you know, whether it's shirts or the bangers, whatever it is, you know, it's exciting, and you get into the game, so you know that stuff's there, but you don't really hear it per se. And but the best part is you know, the level of everything picks up. So it's a lot of fun. It's exciting, and you know, it's for all of us, including me.
Hey, Coach, Tencent China. I have a question about transaction and the fast break points, a big part of the game. So are you guys going to keep attack fast on Celtics defense?
Well, we'd like to. I think all teams would like to do that. You get out and try and get easy baskets, but this is a team that you have to work to get points against. Everybody knows that. We can be as well. And when we talk earlier about, you know, stretches of games where we or any team struggles, sometimes it's because you're giving up easy baskets or not getting any. And so, yes, we definitely would love to get out and get the opportunity to get some easy baskets early.
Joe, I know Matt just spoke about having been full strength, but Malcolm and Daly, did they pull up okay from those games coming back, and is there any type of restriction there?
Yeah, no, they've both pulled up fine. This is being a playoff game. The level of intensity will pick up, but for both of them, it was good. And I think for all of us, it's be ready to go for each guy from top to bottom.
With everybody available, do you go with the same starting unit that you have been recently, or do you change things heading into the game?
Yeah, we'll announce that here in a little bit. Great. Thank you.